different wallets, like DeFi wallets. You have to be able to have an on and off ramp. And right now it's just super transactional, and you have to go from place to place to place. So we envision 3VO being sort of this like one main hub. You can create a social profile, whether you're an individual, a business, or a brand. You can actually set up your profile, and there's a lot of customizable tools that you can have. So if you're, an actual business and you wanted to sell products, you could create a storefront. You could have your menu. If you're a restaurant, you could just have basically like a storefront. If you're just selling items, you can create your own tokens. If you're, an individual, a brand, you can do a lot of things with 3VO. It's all social from the ground up. So, you could follow people, you can comment, you can post photos, videos, text. Also in our DM, we have a very innovative system where basically instead of needing a long phrase anymore when you're sending money from wallet to wallet, instead of from OX7DB58 to OX7DB59, I can just send money from @Parker to @Van or @Fian, and it's super simple to use, very easy. If you've used social media in the last 10 years, it's a very easy onboarding process, not just for people already in Web3, but for the average consumer, the average retail consumer. You can send money cross borders, zero intermediaries. We've partnered with a bunch of different projects that are going to help take 3VO to the next level. And yeah, that's pretty much just a basic overview of exactly what we're building. As far as Helicode, I know Helicode envisions a future where African Web3 professionals lead the world in technological innovation, like a future where your academy is the #1 source for access to quality and affordable talent for global industries. Can you tell us more about your vision and how Helicode helps these talents grow?
Parker, thank you so much for that intro. That was amazing. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much to the 3VO team for building something real and tangible for the market. I think it's going to be a very long-lasting project, and I believe in you guys long-term too as well. I've talked with Ayman multiple times, so just want to say it's very, very inspirational what you guys are doing. So with us, I'll just start by saying about, what was it, maybe 7 months ago, I hit up Fian, or Fian hit me up actually. And because actually I was going to build a product like Helicode with another guy, and then I ended up realizing that he wasn't the right fit for the startup and what I needed. And it just so happened that Fian then hit me up and wanted to build the same sort of product, and it got me super excited because I'd heard good things about Fian from another network friend that we was mutually beneficial friend, and we both saw similar issues but from different angles with how Web3 could be incorporated in Africa. And from my angle, and then I'll let Fian go ahead and tell his angle, but from my angle, I saw it as, well, the entire global north has an aging population, and 70% of Africa is age 30 and younger, right? So how could we leverage that human resource, right? And also cut down the unemployment rates continentally, while also being able to offer affordable quality Web3 labor so that we could push the Web3 space forward, right? And so it was like a perfect synergy between helping Africans get employment and also helping businesses cut down on expenses too as well. And also training people on high-level skill sets and preparing them for the future of this exponential growth phase of technological advancements. So this is why we decided to build Helicode. And we, again, like I always keep reiterating this, we have a love-first approach, and we approach everything with care because we really, really care about each and every one of you, and we really want everybody to succeed. I'm passionate, super passionate about people getting skill sets, people enlightening themselves, people upskilling themselves. Because the more of us that there are out there, the quicker and easier the industry grows, and life in general gets better. It creates a ripple effect, right? Because now you're earning a high salary, so now that then get reciprocated into your community, because then now liquidity gets flown into your community, and then you start spending money on businesses, and then being able to spend money or save money and then spend money on investments. And it creates this sort of cyclical effect where everybody can win and then synergize and collaborate with one another. And so this is the kind of vision that we have for Helicode. And I'm going to stop there. I'm going to let Fian go on his angle. which is the same, similar, two sides of the same coin. So Fian, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's super detailed. So basically, we wanted to build something where every African have access to global opportunities. Most times we're mostly seen as consumers and not producers, but Africa is actually a place that is filled with great talents. And I see that there's actually a lab which is a platform to learn advanced blockchain skills or a platform to learn advanced tech skills. And so the goal here is to set up a structure, set up a platform where every African have access to, quality or very high advanced education, right? And also, when it also set up a space where Africans can also build their own thing, because we've seen like a bunch of innovating products stemming out of Web3 space, like Coinbase, Fakastar, Binance, and other apps like that. I believe that there has to be that future where every African also can be able to build such products, right? And that's how we have access to freedom, because actually as a person, freedom is my core goal, right? And so the vision here is to build a platform where every African have access to quality tech education. And that way we're connecting talents with global companies who would want to hire from Africa. Just like Van said, that the global north, they probably experience something like a downgrade in aging, right? So
Okay, I think Fian cut off there.
yeah, can you
You
guys hear
back
me
on?
now? Yeah, I'm
Yeah, we
back.
can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, thank you. So basically, we're building a large talent pool where it's easy for recruiters to actually recruit quality talent from Africa, right? So yeah, that's what we're building basically. So we're still going to dive deep into what we're trying to achieve in Helicode, and how we plan to scale this forward. And to also be very honest, this is not limited to just Africans. Actually, anywhere you are in the world, you can access such quality education. If you want to become a blockchain developer, you want to become a smart contract dev, or you want to become a cybersecurity specialist or expert, Helicode is where you get that advanced education, where you're also able to build your own thing, right? Because when you're able to build your own thing, you have access to true freedom, right? And then we also create a space where there are like so many innovations out there, So yeah, looking forward to this conversation.
Beautiful. I just want to say that I love what you guys are building, especially like for the African economy. There's so much room for growth. A lot of people say they want to onboard the next billion people to Web3, and in my opinion, that's not going to come from Western countries that are already pretty much developed. Like if you ask me if blockchain was needed here, I would tell you probably not needed. Would it advance a lot of things and would it help? Yes, but Web3 is really needed in places like Africa, the Middle East, South America, Southeast Asia, places where it's not as easily accessible. Banks are a lot harder to work with, and there's just so much more room for growth. And that's one of the main area points that 3VO is actually targeting. We're building for the global South, for the African economy, for the Middle East economy, for places that actually need Web3 tools. And one of the questions that I have is where do you see one of the major converging points where 3VO and Helicode can help build together for this sort of African economy?
Yep. Fian, you want to take this one or you want me to go?
No, you can go, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I think that one area in which I think is super lacking is the inability to fully be able to express yourself through content, right? As you know, media outlets aren't controlled by Africans, right? And
Yeah.
so there's a huge platform that recently just they got banned, right? They were huge. They were called African Stream. and they just got banned by I think it was France and the US and so on, right? Because it just didn't want that type of content being spread across the continent, because the entire idea is to continue to brainwash you through the media, right? And that's why, again,
Unfortunately.
exactly, Parker. So that's why decentralized information came about anyways in the first place, where in the beginning stages, as you guys can recollect, if you remember early stages of YouTube and etc., that it was way more free to be able to speak, right? And now we're trending towards lack of free speech. And I think this is, again, where 3VO can come in, to where you can not only express yourself and also engage with content, but you can also express yourself as a skillful laborer, right? So you can come in and present your skill set, and be able to leverage that too as well. So I think there's multiple synergies I think that we can tap into as separate people trying to work towards the same goal, which is liberation, freedom, and expression, right? And that's what I think I like about Web3 the most, and that's why I think the global South is lacking and where we can attack the best.
One of my favorite, quotes, and I've sort of kind of penned this. It's, free speech isn't free speech until, financially it's free.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly how we feel too as well, man. And again, it's why we're so adamant about Web3. And again, I just want to reiterate, I know I've been giving you guys your kudos, but I just want to reiterate, I really like what you guys are doing, man. And I just really think this is a beautiful long-term in partnership, and I want to thank you guys for, believing in us. And yeah, man, it's great.
Yeah, I think we complement each other well, and I think we can do a lot to benefit economies around the world and people that actually need Web3 tools. I'm going to get into a little bit about the 3VO Mystery Box campaign, kind of explain how that's working and how it's benefiting your group and many others right now. So a lot of people here in the talk right now are very active in our campaign. So how do mystery boxes work exactly? The steps to participate. It's very simple. If you join any of the Telegram groups that we have currently now, you can see boxes dropping. And if you click on one of those, you'll be prompted to our Telegram bot, and then you'll be able to join all of the different communities that the bot is active in. You open the boxes. If you get an instant reward, you can claim your voucher. And you can also collect cards. Now, these cards are going to be very important. Each project has their own special box, and each box that they have has their special cards in it. So if you're opening a box in a certain group, you're going to be collecting that group's cards, and you're also going to be able to win some sort of jackpot. We have races going on for the first to collect a certain number of cards, and we also have the jackpot that will come at the end of the campaign, where you'll be entered into basically a lottery system to win special prizes from each of the project. Random drops in all the Telegram groups occur, and you can unlock the loot chests and do the quests. And there's lots of different prizes you can win. Depending on the project, you can win vouchers for their token, whether their token's already out or it will be TGEing soon. And then there's also USDT rewards, and of course our native 3VO token that will be launching very soon. If you're not in the campaign already, please stay active in all the partner Telegram groups, and you'll have chances to win. The Helicode box looks amazing. Collect as many of their cards as you can, and you'll continue to win awesome prizes from this partner. That's pretty much just a quick overview of exactly what we're building over with the mystery boxes. This campaign is going to continue, and once we actually have our web version live, a lot of this will be shifting over to the actual 3VO platform. So this is sort of like a partner thing that we envision going on for the long term. So yeah, roadmaps and upcoming developments. Right now, developments that are key for 3VO is we have our web version coming very soon. That's going to be the first beta version. We're going to allow users to start claiming usernames very soon through this mystery box campaign. And then once the actual platform is live, we encourage everybody to go on, create their accounts, and start transacting their value the way that you want to. Whether you're trying to start a business, you're a brand, or you're just an individual, there will be lots of ways and features for everybody to come in and start being active with 3VO. Now, I just have a couple questions for Helicode. what cool milestones are like on the horizon for y'all? Any recent successes or future updates, and what should we keep our eye on?
Yeah, good question, Parker. Yeah. Um, so there's a couple of things that we've been able to achieve, right? As you guys have probably known, if you've been following us on our socials, I please highly recommend you guys, if you're not following us on our socials, please do so, because
Do
that's where
so
we
right
are.
now, everybody. Make sure you're following Helicode, not just in the Telegram. Go to their X, go to their YouTube, Twitter, Discord, anything they have, and give them a follow right now. They're a really cool project, and you don't want to miss any of the rewards that come.
Thank you for that, Parker. And so a couple of things that we've been able to do is we've been able to close strategic partnerships across the continent between ISEC Ghana to ISEC Togo to ISEC Rwanda to ISEC Nigeria, right? And with these partnerships, they're very, very, very synergetic between our vision because in alignment because those organizations actually have a large cohort density of students who are interested in upskilling themselves, right? So you're talking about a combined audience between just those four organizations of about 5,000 people with an extended network of about 500 to 700,000 students that they can tap into via the university partnerships they have. So we haven't really unleashed this extended network yet. We're slowly right now waiting for a couple of things to come online, right? One of them is our payment mechanism, right? So we want to get that sorted. We want it to be a smooth transition for you guys to be able to pay and not have any issues. And we've already been able to implement our what we're going to use as a substitute for the LMS. So we decided to go with Discord. So what would happen is basically when you are able to pay for the courses once they're online, you'll be redirected into our Discord into a paid group, depending on what class or what course that you chose, and our instructor will be waiting you there. And I can't name one of the instructor partners that we have, but we have really, really good instructors that are high quality in working in really, really some of the best projects in the space, like Bitcoin Magazine, for instance, is just a name to throw out there, right? So you would be prompted into one of these paid groups, right? Then what would happen is you would engage in these paid groups, and the courses themselves would be structured within these paid groups, right? And then you would also be able to network with the people that are in that cohort of students. And then once you finish the course, we would then be able to hopefully at that point, I say hopefully because dev work and et cetera, but we should be able to have our NFTs ready, and then you'd be able to get an NFT as
Ooh.
part of graduation. Oh, you just you like the
I said,
NFT idea,
ooh.
Parker?
I love
Yeah,
NFTs.
yeah, exactly. So you'd be able to get an NFT, and then after that, then the second side of our business model, right, is the job placement services that we offer, right? If you're not interested in just building, then what we would do is take you to our software, with hopefully should be completed by the time. If it's not, we'll be doing it manually with actual people that you'll be working with. But we want to eventually automate that process, right? So if it's not ready in time, guys, just bear with us. We'll just do it manually until the software is complete, and then you'll be able to upload your user profile, similar to like a Fiverr, right? And then you would then be prompted into this sort of Tinder for Web3 talent hiring, right? Where we would have a matchmaking service for you readily available, and we would have companies on the sidelines ready to nitpick and see who they would like to work for their organization, and that's pretty much the entire workflow.
Beautiful. That sounds awesome. I can't wait to kind of play with your platform, see how it works. There's definitely some plugins we can do with 3VO, creating your account, selling courses. I think there's a bright future ahead for both Helicode and 3VO, and I can't wait to see what y'all build and do.
Thank you so much, Parker.
All right, we're going to open up. If there's any questions from the actual community, feel free to raise your hand or just come up and talk right now. I don't think anybody's muted. And then once we're done with questions, or if there are no questions, we'll give a little task that can be completed for some rewards. And make sure to stick around in the Helicode community after this, because we're going to be dropping some boxes. So any questions, feel free to ask them now. Going once, going twice. So in three
Hey, I
times.
have a question. Sorry,
Yes,
I had
yes,
to get my
Sean.
mic up. Can you guys? Yeah, this is Sean. Thank you. Um, Dan mentioned an interesting point earlier, and I wanted to touch on where he mentioned that the applications were getting shut down because some people in the north don't agree with what they're broadcasting. And is 3VO, are you guys able to partner to build like a video, like a Web3 video model or something like that? And I've spoken with Van about this in the past, and it's actually something I'm very interested in. I'm actually an American, but moved to Africa um, about 6 months ago. So seeing what's going on, it just sparked an interest in me that there really needs to be something built, and we can partner with the people who got their platform shut down to see what's going on. And now there's tons of other people who would probably be on that platform as well.
Yeah, so 3VO is going to be a full social platform where people can post videos, photos, texts. A lot of it's going to be decentralized on the blockchain. Very, very hard for actual governments to shut down. And we're not necessarily even building for the West. We're building for economies like Africa, for the Middle East, where information is a lot harder to get around because the West just tries to cut it off, and they're not necessarily going to really be able to do that when it's decentralized. So I really do like that question. And that's definitely something that we have on our roadmap that should be completed with the web version that's coming soon. We have our own server infrastructure, so we're not relying on anybody else. And there's going to be definitely ways to host videos, whether you're a creator or just an individual. You're going to be able to post content that can be seen all around the world.
That's great. If y'all need a beta tester or something like that, let me know. I want to be on board. I'm actually going back in a few weeks, and I have all my broadcast equipment that I left in the U.S. and I'm bringing it all back. So if you need somebody to help you guys, to do some beta testing or just to get on, please, I am available.
Awesome. I can't wait to see the content that you create, Sean. And that's definitely an awesome question, and thank you for that. Okay, if there's no more questions, I think what we're going to do is I have a little task. Uh, I want everybody to go look at, the Helicode white paper. You guys have a white paper, correct, already?
No, we don't have a white paper.
The website?
Yeah, we have a website. Yeah.
Okay, everybody go to the Helicode website. I want you to look it over and give us a short little, 1 point, 2 point sentence. Make it original. Don't just copy and paste, but let us know exactly in a cool, original way what Helicode is building. And the best person, the best answer, we're going to have either Fian or Van choose somebody that has, the coolest answer on what exactly Helicode's building. And we'll reward you with either USDT or 3VO. I think this will be a cool way to kind of wrap this up. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask it in the group. We're also going to be dropping a couple boxes randomly, so make sure to stay around in the Helicode community. We're going to be dropping boxes in there very shortly after this call.
Let's go.
Awesome. Everybody,
Let's
thank you
go.
so much for joining. This was a great call. I really enjoyed the conversation. Van, Fian, also Sean, thank you for your question. And anybody else that joined, make sure to stick around. Lots of rewards to come. This is a partnership that's going to be fruitful for a very long time to come.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys. Hey, you guys get on it. Get on that website. Get those submissions. Get them in.
Yeah.
Win some money. Win some
Yes,
free
ma'am.
stuff.
One to two sentences. Just let us know exactly what Helicode's building. I'm sure we'll have a little graphic that pops up soon that tells you exactly what to do. But we're going to give it about 10, 15 minutes, and then the best person with the best answer will get rewarded from that. And in between that time, we'll drop some boxes.
Awesome. Thank you, Parker.
Awesome. Thank you guys for the AMA. Look forward to speaking again soon.
Thank you,
Peace.
guys.
Take care, guys.
See ya.